It feels like society is getting a little bit too dystopian, isolated, and it's not that much fun being outside, especially with cost of living, all these negative things. So I'm bringing it all the way back to what we can do as individuals, which is impact the world positively. We can make this recipe for ourselves. It's cost effective. For other people, it's delicious. We can give it to other people, because that's the whole thing about what the festive season and Christmas is about. Giving to others in need, giving to your neighbors, giving to old people who are like real lonely, giving to your cousin that you haven't seen in like years. We're gonna bring everything together, and we're gonna be the glue for situations that's gonna impact the world positively. So we're gonna get straight into the recipe. It's Russian fudge. All you gotta do is kick back, relax. The recipe will be in the description, and let's get into the video. I'm not sure if it's called Russian fudge in other countries, but over in New Zealand we call it Russian fudge. It's also known as vanilla fudge, and it's clearly the best one. Is it vanilla fudge or caramel fudge? I don't even know, but we're gonna make it. It starts with white sugar, a whole lot. Recipe will be in the description. We need like a whole lot of sugar, and I'm just used brown sugar too. Next is butter. Doesn't matter if it's cold or room temp. Some milk, blue top, full fat, whatever you want to use. And we need this ingredient, sweetened condensed milk. This makes it just that little bit extra delicious. If you're one of those people that really love giving gifts during Christmas time, like me and Antonia are very much that people, fudge just allows you to not only save your wallet, but just hit so many more people, because you can just divvy it up, and it's extremely cheap to make. It's not relatively cheap to make, like it's extremely cheap to make. Plus, like everything homemade is just that much more special and delicious. So we're going with a whole can. This is what we should be looking like in our pot. Everything's like all together. And essentially all you need to know is we've added almost all the ingredients. Hold on, I need to add one more. Almost forgot about this one. Where the fuck is it? And if you're working with anything, what the fuck is this? If you're working with anything sweet, use salt. We're gonna go, what's that, like half a tablespoon of salt. I'm using sea salt, which is, it makes me do that with anything sweet. Putting this directly on the stove, and then turn that on medium low, like nothing crazy. We just want to slowly bring it up to a boil. Add a little bit more salt in, because salt and sugar, salty sugar, oh my god. Okay, yeah, I was saying why I like making my own fudge or my own sweets or anything like that is because I can control what's in it. Like I know, it's not even like I know what's in it, the government, microplastics. No, it's not that at all. I just find myself becoming like hypersensitive to specific products, to the point where, you know, if I will like drink something with high fructose corn syrup, I'm out on the couch like potatoing out, or I'll get like rashes or hives and stuff like that. My body doesn't really enjoy dealing with high fructose corn syrup. It's really as simple as that, nothing crazy. Hey Siri, timer 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So we're pretty much just babysitting it, like slowly stirring it. Russian fudge in general is just not a difficult meal to make, purely because we can just chuck almost everything into the pot, let it go for like 10-15 minutes, stirring occasionally, take it off heat, cool it down a tad, add our vanilla, boom boom boom, into the fridge to set overnight, and then we can start giving it away, or you can start eating it yourself. But I wouldn't recommend just eating it yourself. It's not the go. It's a one-way ticket to diabetes type 2. Okay, here we go. If you don't have a candy thermo, what you can look out for is when the actual mixture just starts bubbling. We're getting little bubbles occasionally. I hope you can see that. Let's have a look. And pretty much it's just like, it will look like lava. It'll be hot as shit. Don't touch it. And then we just need to stir it occasionally. And then cook it for another like 3-4 minutes until it thickens up just a little bit more. If it starts getting too hot, you can also just move the pot just slightly off heat. And I'm talking so much about the recipe, but only when things get important. Once we get to the soft ball stage, just let it go for another 3-4 minutes. Nothing crazy. It's such an easy recipe. We'll just chuck this on the side, just leave there for 5 minutes. Our final ingredient is vanilla. We're gonna add a tablespoon of this in. Just measure with your heart. Something like that. Give that a good stir. It smells way too good. Okay, so our fudge has this like glossy film over it. How can this be? Skill issue? So these are, okay, enough, enough. You can see the reflection of this camera, but there's like a glossy film over our fudge. We just need to beat this for, I think it's like 5 minutes. We're just pretty much emulsifying the sugar and the butter. Just get everything further mixed in so it will give it a proper chance to set. Now we get our tray. I'm using a 20 by 20 by 10. I think it's gonna give us some nice depth. It's gonna make it look thick. Well, at least that's the theory, I hope so. I'm giving it a whole spray, quite generously. Baking paper goes in. Something like this is perfect for us. And then it's really as easy as checking the recipe. Transfer to a grease-lined tin. And that's exactly where we're at right now. Okay. You should know by the texture of your fudge that it will set. Have a look at mine, I'll show you mine. If it's any runnier than this, it will have a bit of a hard time setting. Don't touch it when it gets hot. It gets you addicted. It's a lot more addicting than cocaine. We're gifting our neighbors and we're gifting people in our lives a sugar addiction. Because there's so much sugar in this that if they don't share it themselves, they will get addicted. I'm not sure what you guys call it in America. I'm not sure if this is toffee or taffy. I think taffy's just like caramel, eh? But it's like, I'm just thinking about, what's that pirate show? The Amazing World of Gumball. And he had, what's that one? Captain Snickers or something? Oh, I can't remember the names. But they were addicted to sugar. That's why their teeth look like shit. But they had taffy. They had taffy all the time. Smooth it out just a little bit or just leave it how it is. I don't want to mess around with it. Give it, just count to 5. And then, it's as easy as that. We have our fudge all done and dusted. If you put it in the fridge, don't put it on directly on the glass. Like, give it a feel. Be like, oh, wow, that's actually so hot. Just do what I done. And use a chopping board. Chuck your fridge in. Fudge. Place your fudge in. And then say goodbye until tomorrow. Make sure the fridge wants to close. The fridge does not, in fact, want to close. Small board. Yeah, there we go. Now we got it. Okay. There we go, into the fridge. Fudge into the fridge. And I'll see you all tomorrow. I don't know why I've done that. I don't want to break my camera. So yeah, we used to have fudge. Every year there's like a festival in spring in my hometown. And the people there will make like homemade goods and like little crafts and stuff. There's always fudge, homemade fudge. That's just so good, it slaps. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow, bye. It's the next day. Oh, do you guys like my hair? Because I don't like it. I used conditioner for the first time in ages. It's kind of made it all like one mass. No, not one mass, but I mean, it's not so buffy. I don't like that, but I love this. This is how our fudge is looking. It should be soft, delicious. It's been sitting out the fridge for probably like 20-30 minutes just to bring it to somewhat of room temp. It's gonna make it a little bit easier to cut. I'm so excited for this. It smells so good. Lift it off the tin easy as because we greased it up. Something like this. Oh, this is exactly why I use the 20 by 20 by 10. I've got greasy hands, but look at that. Thickness. Should have a pretty effortless unwrap session. Now, the top side is a bit ugly, but I think it just adds character. And you can go for perfect cutting, get a, tape measure out. I'm not going to do that. All right, we teed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I like to do is I just like to make a line. It should be pretty easy because it will be soft. All is good. Surely you'll be able to see that on this camera. Put your line on the line. And then just give it a cut. These are coming out so nice. They look so clean. This is our Russian fudge. Just look at that. Beautiful. This is actually such a nice size. Oh, I'm ready. I'm actually ready. That's such a good size. All right, just have a look at that. It's still on the grid. That looks sexy as anything. Like, oh my God. The lines, it's so prominent. Brown, delicious. You know, it's exactly like me. Sweet as anything. Smells incredible. I think we're just gonna name this Matt. Shout out to every single one of you. And thank you for making it to the end of the video. Oh my God, we're here. Make sure you sub up, you've liked the video, you're commenting down below whatever you're gonna see next. I read all my comments. I love getting them. I love responding to you and interacting with you. So this bite is for each and every one of you that continue to support my journey. Oh my God. Yum. It's so soft. It's like it feels like you bite and you just like immediately leave teeth marks. Like your teeth just make an indent. You can see my chompers right there. Oh, that's so enjoyable, and it's so like intense with flavor. Obviously, my mouth is watering. It's super sugary, but the vanilla is extremely prominent, hey? Yeah, I can't eat too much of this, but easy to make, delicious, yum, yum, yum. And it's just like, I wonder if you guys can hear it, like, but it makes like an ASMR sound, and you need to add that salt. That extra salt, it just enhances everything. It just doesn't enhance just the sugar, but the vanilla. Oh, what an awesome texture. It's too good. Again, another recipe that's too good. What? This is guy even human, he's pumping out so much. Pause. Not pause, true. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you right there. Thank you so much for watching. Christmas is literally here, so get on with it.